right, guys, welcome back. Garrett here, and what I want to talk about today is everything that I picked up in the last month when it comes to physical media. This month has been super crazy over here, so as you're going to see, I don't have a lot of things even open yet. So I have a lot of things in my collection right now from this last pickup that I've seen before, but there's also a ton of stuff in here that I haven't seen. So I want to make sure that you guys let me know down below in the comments what you think about a lot of these titles, especially if I have not checked them out yet. So I'm going to be using this next month to play catch up on a lot of these titles. First, I made a big haul from ScreamFactory, and what I did end up picking up is the 4K edition of They Live. I wasn't sure if I was going to upgrade this one because I do have the Blu-ray from ScreamFactory already, but in order to get that NECA figure, I kind of had to splurge on this one. So I picked it up, and I did check it out. So see, it's got the slip, it's open. I was able to check this out, came with a cool poster. And this looks really good, guys. It looks awesome on 4K. Sounds great, and the picture quality looks top-notch. What else I picked up was their two limited edition Blu-rays here for Twice Dead and The Terror Within and The Terror Within 2. As you can see, I have not opened these yet, but I have seen both of them. Actually, I have not seen Terror Within 2, but these two I did own on DVD from ScreamFactory or Shout Factory, whoever put these out before. I did own these on DVD. I ended up trading it away, but now I have these limited editions on Blu, and I'll make sure to check these out just to see how it looks with this new quality. And what else I ended up grabbing from ScreamFactory was a title that kind of passed me by. When ScreamFactory first came out, I was getting everything. I have everything from like the first couple years from them, and then it just started getting too much, and I was upgrading a lot of stuff, and I just felt like, you know what, I gotta be a little more picky with what I end up choosing here with their releases. So this one kind of passed me by, and I looked at the trailer and I was like, you know what, this is right up my alley. This was made in 1978, so again, 70s, 80s horror. That's my favorite. So let me know what you guys think of this. I have not checked it out yet, but it's called The Chosen. And by the trailer alone, it looked really, really cool. Kirk Douglas is in this. It looked awesome. So I'm probably going to check this out maybe tonight. But if you guys have any opinion on this, let me know down below. All right, so when it comes to upgrading to 4K, what I've been doing lately is I've actually been attacking the Steelbooks that Best Buy's been putting out for some of these titles. Some of these titles that are just classics to me that I feel like I definitely want an upgrade, but I want to make sure if I'm going to upgrade, I'm going to do it the right way. So grabbing the limited edition Steelbooks to me is just another incentive to kind of upgrade these editions. So the first one I have here is Forrest Gump, which is a cool Steelbook edition. I have not checked this out on 4K, but surprisingly, I only owned this on DVD. So I kind of jumped from DVD, which was like a double disc thick case, to this 4K. So I was fine with the upgrade because, again, I didn't have it on Blu anyways. Same thing with this one. Top Gun, haven't even opened it yet, but I've seen Top Gun plenty of times. I just did not own it on Blu-ray. I just owned the DVD, so I figured for this cool Steelbook from Best Buy, this limited edition, I might as well upgrade now. And the last Steelbook that I got from Best Buy is The Coming to America. Same thing. I had this on DVD, did not have it on Blu-ray, so I figured if I was going to upgrade it now to 4K to get that better transfer, I might as well do it and grab this cool limited edition Steelbook. All right, the next one I ended up picking up was I upgraded a DVD that I had to Blu-ray because this is also limited edition, surprisingly. I think I grabbed it just as it was going out of print. This is The Heavenly Kid. Really, really cool 80s movie here. I've seen this one plenty of times before. So basically it's about this guy, they race a car and he ends up going off the cliff and dying, and he ends up coming back as an angel here. So it's been a little while since I've seen this, but definitely worth checking out. I'm looking forward to kind of checking out this new transfer. Scorpion always does a really good job with their stuff, but with Scorpion, keep your eyes open because I find that a lot of their titles are going out of print really quick. So if you see something that they're putting out that you want, I recommend picking it up as soon as possible. The next stack I grabbed from Kino. Again, they're one of my favorite labels over there at Kino Lorber. Now, what I ended up getting, really cheap actually, because they had such a cheap sale on some of this stuff, was a movie called Making Contact, which also goes by the name of Joey, I believe. Now, this is a real cool movie. So if you have not checked this out, I highly recommend it. What a great edition. And for the price, I think I paid, I don't know, $6 for this or something on their website during their sale. Is it still $6? I'm not sure, maybe. But check it out. I do have that cool limited edition, that thick Anchor Bay DVD that came out a long time ago. It's got like a double disc. It's got director's cut. I don't even know if there might be a soundtrack in there or something, but really cool movie, Making Contact. I highly recommend checking this one out. And the next one I got was another cool title, Deep Star 6. I grabbed this. Was one of their newer releases. Now, I have never seen this. I do not own this except for this edition. My buddy Adam actually gave me a heads up to pick this up. He was saying it was one of his favorites from his childhood. So, Mr. Adam Gill, I grabbed it. He says it's like Aliens but underwater. We'll see. All right, the next one I picked up because, again, it was cheap. I didn't own it, and it had Mr. T on the front, so I assumed this was going to be a pretty cool pickup, something right up my alley. I did end up watching this. It's a comedy, and I thought it was really cool, actually. So DC Cab, if anybody who has not seen this, it's a cool movie, kind of worth checking out. Again, anything with Mr. T in it, I'm down. All right, so I have to give another shout out to the dudes over at the Purple Stuff podcast. They just did an episode about the future, and Mr. Dinosaur Dracula, Matt, he talked about a movie called Star Crystal, which he sold me. I mean, he sold it so well on the show. I had never seen it prior to this, and I said, you know what? I got to go find this thing. And again, it was really cheap on Kino's website. It was maybe, again, like $6 or something like that. So I made sure to pick this one up. I started watching it, but it was really late at night and I fell asleep. So I have not finished this yet. So again, if anybody has anything they want to say about this, I need to complete this. But so far, it was basically like he said. It was cheesy, but it's cool in its own way. I mean, it really kind of is almost like that take on, all those alien movies and Star Wars and all that other kind of stuff. So, Star Crystal, I can't say much yet, but go check out the Purple Stuff podcast. Go to their episode about the future and see if he sells it on YouTube. Next up is another 90s movie that I've actually never seen before, and that is Pump Up the Volume. Maybe I saw it as a kid on TV, but not that I can remember. And I have not had a chance to pop this in yet, but Christian Slater, early 90s, he's a DJ. I think it's definitely something that I'm going to enjoy. The next one I picked up was another upgrade for me. I saw this was getting re-released on Blu-ray. The cover, again, it's one of the VHS type covers, and it's for Crossroads with Ralph Macchio and Jamie Gertz. Now, with Lost Boys and The Karate Kid being two of my favorite movies, obviously this was a no-brainer for me. I love this movie. It is about, Ralph Macchio is really interested in the blues, and they go into kind of an adventure to kind of unlock the history of the blues. Sounds a little bit weird on paper, but I think this is definitely one to check out. I don't hear it get talked about much, so I definitely thought it was worth an upgrade. Okay, this next one is one that I'm a little bit late to the party getting this. I have seen it already, but for the price, I knew this was something I wanted to have in my collection. It was really, really good. That is Uncut Gems. I know there's a little bit of a mixed opinion on this movie, but I thought this was great. I thought Adam Sandler did a great job. It's cool to see him in roles like this than the normal Adam Sandler that we're always getting. But I thought this was cool, guys. Uncut Gems. Again, I've seen it. That's why it's not open yet. But I think right now on Amazon, it's like $6. So it's definitely worth checking out. Uncut Gems. If you haven't seen it, give it a watch. This next one was a no-brainer. This is the 5-movie collection from John Hughes on Blu-ray. Now, thankfully, I did not upgrade any of these titles onto Blu-ray yet. Pretty in Pink, I hadn't upgraded it. I know it came out in multiple editions. So I was really happy that this was coming out because then I could kind of get that out of the way. And not only that, but Ferris Bueller's Day Off, hadn't upgraded that, had that only on DVD. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, I only had that on DVD. And then this actually has 2 titles from John Hughes that haven't even made it to Blu-ray yet. And 2 of them I don't even own on any format. I think I own on digital Some Kind of Wonderful, but it's Some Kind of Wonderful and She's Having a Baby. 2 movies of his that I didn't even have on physical media at all, but I knew that this was something I wanted because this is the first time that these 2 movies hit Blu-ray format. So I have not opened this to check any of these out yet, but it's definitely in my to-do list. But Some Kind of Wonderful is an awesome movie. So just for that alone, even if you had already upgraded these, I definitely recommend it. Okay, now the last thing I'm going to talk about is my splurge on Vinegar Syndrome. Again, you're going to see a lot of these are still sealed. A couple of these were upgrades that I got at a really good price that I wanted to make sure to grab before they went out of print. And some of these I have not even checked out yet, nor have seen ever. Please, again, let me know down below what you think of these. With Vinegar Syndrome, it can go either way. It could be a really, really awesome, underrated gem that I discovered, or something I wish I didn't pull the trigger on. So let me know down below what you guys think of these titles. Now, the first one is Memorial Day Massacre. This has been out for a little while. I hadn't gotten it up until now because, again, I wasn't sure exactly what this was. I do not own it. Again, if you look, I haven't even opened it yet. It's still sealed. But after I watched the trailer, I wasn't sure if this was going to be considered a comedy or a horror movie, but I just thought it was so bonkers that I wanted to own it. So let me know your thoughts on Memorial Valley Massacre. The next one is from their January release, and that is Dark Tower, another movie that I had never seen, but I watched the trailer, and it looked really 80s, and it had cool little creature effects. So I thought this was something I definitely want to check out. Again, haven't opened it yet, haven't even had time to check it. So if you guys have any feedback on Dark Tower, I think I've heard kind of mixed reviews on it. Let me know your thoughts. Okay, this next one is a movie that I've wanted for a long time that I've just been holding off on. You guys are going to think I'm nuts when I say this, but a lot of times when I'm trying to sit down and watch a movie, my brain is thinking about 100 other things. So a lot of times I don't always pay full attention. So when it comes to subtitles for movies, I usually try to steer clear. And I know a lot of the times subtitles are a lot more effective than if it was dubbed. But again, because sometimes I'm doing like 10 things at once while I'm trying to watch a movie, or I'm working and watching at the same time, I like to be able to hear what's going on. So that's why I've kind of been putting off this one. But everybody's been telling me how great it is regardless, and I needed to check it out. And it has been on my radar for many, many years. It just never had a real good format. I think it might have had, maybe an all region or something like that. But that is Deadly Games, okay? AKA Dial Code, I think it's Santa Claus. That's what it's called. And it's almost like a Home Alone on Christmas. This kid kind of dresses up like Rambo, and Santa Claus is trying to kill him or break into his house or something like that. I haven't watched it yet. Again, you take a look. It's still sealed. Haven't watched it, but I wanted to make sure to grab this just before it goes out of print or the slipcover becomes unavailable. Not like I'm a big slipcover guy, but if I have the opportunity to get it or not, I'll get it. They do a real good job with these. Artwork's always killer, and what I like about it is the quality of slipcover. It's not just a piece of paper. It's like some thick cardboard and stuff, so they do a hell of a job on these. So this is Dial Code Santa Claus. I've heard nothing but great things about this. I just have to find a time where I've got nothing else going on and I can sit down and really enjoy it. The next one from Vinegar Syndrome, again, Silent Madness, which is another 80s lost slasher that finally just came in for me. I had this ordered for a while, and for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because I made a couple orders at once, but it finally got here. As you can see, still sealed, haven't even opened it yet, never seen it. 80s slasher movie with 3D. Definitely something I want to check out. Will it be good? Hey, who knows? Okay, now these last three is the last three in this update, and it's 3 movies that I had recently upgraded. So I own all of these movies on DVD. Are they the greatest movies? No. Are they fun? Yes. And one of the main reasons I upgraded all 3 of these was because on Vinegar Syndrome's site, they were getting a little bit low in quantity. So when that happens, they become out of print. I was planning on maybe not picking these up originally, but once I saw that they might be going out of print soon, and because the quality of these movies on DVD is so bad, that I thought giving these another chance with a Vinegar Syndrome type upgrade would probably give me a whole new love for these movies, which I like because I think they're really good in a cheesy way. But I think with that higher quality transfer that we don't get on the DVD, I think it'll even make these a little bit cooler for me. And that is The Uninvited. Oh, actually, this is just Uninvited. There is a The Uninvited, but it's not this one. This is about, I think there's like possession in this, or there's like an organism or something, and it ends up getting in a cat. I did own this on DVD. The transfer was terrible, so I do remember watching it once and liking it, but at the same time, it was kind of a hard watch because the quality of the transfer was like VHS quality that they ported over to DVD. The next one is an upgrade of this movie, Night Beast. Now, because I waited so long on these titles to grab them, obviously slipcovers are gone at this point, so I wasn't able to get a slipcover on any of these titles because I had waited and hesitated about picking these up and upgrading these. But Night Beast is super cheesy. I had a DVD by Troma. The quality was meh. The movie was kind of fun, so I figured with this new Vinegar Syndrome-like transfer, it might give me a whole new look at this movie. And the last one we're going to talk about today, similar concept. I had the Troma DVD. I thought it was a really cool movie back in the day. It's been years since I've watched it, but I do remember the quality of the DVD was kind of very subpar. That is The Children. So I wanted to make sure to pick this one up before it was unavailable. Now, gang, that is my haul for February 2021. Again, I've been so swamped that I haven't been able to kind of dive deep into a lot of these titles that I haven't seen or a lot of these titles that I haven't watched in a long time. So please, down below, let me know your thoughts on this. Let me know if there's anything that I grabbed that you didn't even realize was available, or maybe something that I grabbed that you didn't know was good and you heard my opinion on it and you want to check it out. Leave those comments down below. If you like this stuff, give me a like, subscribe, and I have a lot of videos booked up with some rad recommendations where I come on here with guests that are in that horror and movie-like collecting community, and we talk about some underrated gems that we both love. So I have a couple of those booked out. You should start seeing those very, very soon. I will post when we're going live, so if you guys do subscribe, make sure to click that button so when you get that update that I'm going live, you guys can come and join us in the chat. That's what makes it super fun, is when we can kind of interact with you and kind of shoot the shit and, you know, go off topic a little bit as we're kind of talking about the movie that we picked for that day. So, guys, thank you again so much. And as always, stay rad.